Alright, here goes part 2 of the old car trailer series here. And I finally got some parts in, and what we're going to do is change the equalizer shackles, and I got new leaf springs that actually have the center bump in it here to hold the axle so they don't shift. That's what the problem was on that side, if you saw the old video. So we got that. Probably got to cut off these U-bolts right here, which that's not a problem. As far as taking this apart, I'm not going to really show how to take this apart because all we're doing is taking this bolt off, that bolt off, and that bolt off back there. Then this whole thing will just drop straight down. It goes into the garbage. Yeah, I mean, it's the usual suspects here. It's either it's going to come right off, it's going to require heat, or it's going to need to be either, Sawzall or grind off. So why waste minutes on that? And then cutting U-bolts off here. These might come out right here, so I might get lucky here. So impact gun on the nut side, wrench on the bolt side, bang this right out. Let's go look at the new parts. Boom. Getting used to working out in 30-degree weather. Always fun. So this is what we got here. This is from that e-trailer parts outlet. I will put the, I'll do a screenshot right here. Yeah, so that's it. These are double-eyed, 5 leaf springs for, I think, 7,000 pounds. So we should be pretty good. The dimensions from here to here match what I have. We're good there. I have new hangers if need be. And from the looks of it, I'm probably going to put those on. We'll see. I'll get it all taken apart and we'll go take a look at everything. I got a welder. I got everything to do it. The kit came with the U-bolts right here. 7-inch long, 3-inch axles, plates, everything. I got all the bolts. I got all the shackles. This I got to weld onto the bottom of the axle. The ones that are on there aren't welded on and they look old, so I just got for 20 bucks. We'll put new ones on, and we'll weld at least one side onto the axle. So yeah, let me go get this thing taken apart, and yeah, we'll go from there. So hold on. Alright, we're back at it. We got it all disassembled right here. Here goes the tools of the trade here. Hammer, grinding wheel, impact. And yeah, this one I was able to unbolt, no problem. Came off easily. This was a wreck right here. Put it in some sunlight. Looks like she's been underwater for a while. But anyways, I'm down here now. And I'm doing some measuring. I thought these were all ripped. That's why they had washers welded to them. And as I'm looking at it, and I went in the back of them, none of them are ripped. But if you look at the diameter of the hole, and look at this, pretty tight. I mean, I could always cut this off. Let's bring this closer. Cut this off, weld these on. You know, that's what the kit came with, so this is probably what I should use. Or weld another washer on that'll match this diameter. I think I'm better off putting these on right here. But this is what I'm dealing with here. Axles are off. They're sitting up on the jack stands right there. This just dropped right down. Bushings are all shot. That one looks okay. So yeah, we got a kind of a mess here. Now, if you look right over here, from the center of this to the center of this bolt hole, 29.5. And that's what the instructions say for the new kit. So this is supposed to go right here, basically in the center of this bolt hole, 29.5. This one over here, you can see how big that hole is, bolt hole. It's 28.5 right here. After measuring it a bunch of times, it's 28.5. That's what it is. So we're about an inch short on this side over here, which I think it would probably be okay. But I don't like the size of these holes right here. Grind these off. Grind the weld. Bang them off. Then use one of the sanding floppy discs. Smooth it all out. The center of this is probably welded, so I don't know if we can see up in there. No, we can't see up there. How about this one? I don't know. I got to go right there with the flashlight. So yeah, this is where we're at right now. And yeah. So let me figure out what I'm going to do here, and then we're going to end this video here. I'm trying to keep it under, 7-8 minutes, something like that. But we got a gist of what it was to take it off. Like I said, I just took off that bolt, the center bolt right here, that one, and then the end one over there. And that was it. Dropped right down, piece of cake. I jacked up the, before I let this down, I cut the U-bolts off. And then I raised the axles up, put them on a jack stand. That's where they're sitting all nice and comfy. And then I'm going to decide overnight what to do here. It is Connecticut. It is December something. It's kind of chilly out, it's like 30 degrees right now. But, I've done worse in worse weather. I've done more in worse weather, so I just didn't want to prolong this, is what I'm trying to say. This will add, cutting these off, welding them all in, it'll add another day or two to the job here. Where technically, if I wasn't doing that, I could just put the new stuff on right now, and I could be done in an hour. But that's not the case right now. So yeah, let's leave this for right now, and yeah, next video we'll see what was decided, and we'll go from there. I'll get some advice online too, see what the deal is, and go from there. So, see you guys later. Bye.